everybody, and happy October. My name is Leah Hill.
And I'm James Cuellar.
And this is your weekly regional forecast brought to you by the Oklahoma Weather Lab, and this is starting on Friday, October 5th.
So what are those headlights looking like?
All right, so we have a lot to talk about today, actually. We're going to have quite a dramatic temperature change coming up for the 6 to 10 day time frame, so we're going to give you all the details on that. We also have a look at the tropics and how this is going to affect our rain chances. And finally, we've got your new October outlook for you. So James, take us away.
Well, we have a big battle going on between a huge trough and a huge ridge. We have a very large trough over the western half of the United States. It's bringing us below average temperatures to much of the northwest. And then we also have a very dominant ridge across the eastern half of the United States. And so we're seeing those well above average temperatures across the eastern coast. Looking at our precipitation outlook, you see those rain chances right smack dab in the middle of the country. You get those battle of the air masses, and it's going to produce a lot of rain across the center of the country. There's also another factor that's going to be playing into our rain totals, and it is Hurricane Sergio. It is still quite a ways away from impacting the United States, but as Sergio turns to the northwest, it will strengthen the trough, which will only amplify our rain chances, especially across the center of the United States. What about those 8 to 14 day outlooks, Leah?
So we were talking a lot about those troughs and ridges, and that pattern is going to continue for the 8 to 14 day time frame. However, the trough is going to take a little bit more control. So as you can see, most of the country is going to see some chances for below average temperatures for the next 8 to 14 days. And then for the precip, basically everybody is going to again be seeing those above average precipitation chances, except for the northwest around Seattle and Oregon area. They're going to be seeing some below average precipitation.
I have to imagine this has to help our drought out quite a bit.
It does. So I feel like every week this drought is just getting better and better. And last week we were still seeing some areas around the Texas and Oklahoma border in extreme drought, but we're not seeing that at all this week, thank goodness. They do have some pockets of severe to moderate and even just dry drought, but
I think this is
so much better than anything we've been seeing the past couple weeks with the drought monitor.
I think this is the first week that Oklahoma hasn't had any extreme drought in quite a while, so definitely a good improvement there.
For sure. And the new 1 month outlook for October.
Yes. So even with all those below average temperatures dominating the western half of the United States, we're still going to be seeing above average temperatures, particularly across the southern states and even up the east coast. Although we do have those below average temperatures that will be dominating the western coast and the northern plains. And our precipitation outlook, you see that those above average precipitation values are going to be sticking around for much of the month of October, with the exception of the northwest, which will be seeing drier conditions.
So once again, this podcast has been brought to you by the University of Oklahoma Weather Lab, and we are partnered with the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program. So be sure to watch our podcast. They are posted every Friday, and shoot a message to us in the comments because we want to do more with our podcast and make even more, explain more of this climate stuff. So if you have any ideas for that, be sure to submit a comment.
Also be sure to follow us on Twitter and on Facebook.
Have a great week, everyone.